So 1 week ago, I was talking to one of my friends and he asked me, how can I get someone to commit to doing an action? And I was like, okay, give me a little bit more background. And he told me, well, I need to get some parts delivered from a supplier as soon as possible because I need to deliver my customer. And I asked him, well, is it your fault or your supplier's fault? He'd say, yeah, that's my fault, but they have to do it. That's a supplier. I am the customer. Okay, so in this case, you don't get your supplier to commit. That's a mistake. You're asking for a favor. And yes, there is a proper way to ask for a favor. You see, in life, there are different ways to ask someone to do something. For example, you can use authority. I am the boss. I am the customer. I am your dad, so you have to do it. You see, in this case, I'm using authority, which is not good, by the way, to force people to do something just because you're superior. But for all the other cases, you're asking for a favor. That is more delicate. Why? Because the other party doesn't have to do it. They don't have to agree. In fact, it can even backfire. They can choose whether to help you or not. And if you are too aggressive, they will protect themselves. So you need to give them the right reason to do it. It is more complex. It requires finesse. But it can be done if done properly. So to ask for a favor, you need to use emotion. Yep, the emotions. We need to have a compelling story that the other party will relate to take action. So at first, it has to be on the phone. You must not do it by email. It is much more difficult to use emotions by email, though it is not impossible, but much more difficult. And keep in mind that to do most of your important requests, do it over the phone. You will have much better chances of success. It is much easier to convince people face to face or on the phone. So use emails only to confirm what you've just talked about over the phone. You need to use your voice to convey your message and get the other party to understand your situation. And keep in mind that the more your situation is relatable, the better. Meaning that you need to relate your situation in a way that the other party has probably already experienced in the past. That will give you more chances of success. So here's how the discussion went. So the supplier picked up the phone. Hi, how are you doing today? Yeah, I'm good. I mean, I'm almost good. I just have a problem here. Oh, you have a problem? What's going on? Yeah, like I just got a call from my customer and they need us to deliver 30 parts today. And I know that this is a request coming so suddenly and we barely have the time to prepare that order. But that customer is someone who helped me a lot to solve some issues in the past. And I'm sure he will help me more in the future, so I really want to support him. That will get you and me more favor in the future from that customer. The problem is that I need to get this part delivered from today. And I know it is such a sudden request, and I'm so sorry to ask you late, but would it be impossible to get this done today? And You just keep silent. And then you may hear, let me check. It's not impossible. Or, I think I can help you. Let me see. So it's not 100% guarantee to work, but it has the highest chances of success than an order. An order is almost zero chances of success. Maybe not zero, but 1 or 2 or maybe 5%, because when you're aggressive, the other party will defend, versus when you are vulnerable, it removes any defenses. Does it make sense? If you are aggressive, the other party will naturally protect himself. But if you are vulnerable, he will open himself. Maybe you could notice that I am very transparent and I acknowledge that this is a sudden request and that it will be difficult to fulfill. I don't deny it. I don't hide it. I am vulnerable. So this technique has even higher chances of success if you always kept in good terms with that person in the past. So always work on your relationship with people. You never know when you will need a favor, but prepare yourself for this kind of situation. Sometimes I just call people to discuss minor topic or just to ask them if they have any problem I could help them with. I work on getting good relationships with people. So why does it work? Because deep down, human beings are wired to help each other. Human beings are wired to survive as a group by helping each other. That's in our DNA. And helping others brings us satisfaction. How do you feel when you help someone in need without the exchange of money? By just getting a thank you, it feels good. That's the way we are wired. And that's exactly what you want to tap into when you're asking for a favor. Now, you've got to use that technique for good, right? No manipulation, eh? So comment below if you tried that technique. How did it work? Or if it failed, let me know what happened.